How's it going, guys? In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2018 1/6 scale Michael Myers figure. I have to say I'm super excited to have this figure in my collection now. Actually, I'm not one to get the bigger figures. Shout out to Last Toy Store, man. They hooked it up with this figure, and I have to say I'm really excited about it. Not affiliated with them or anything like that. I just wanted to give them a shout out because as a customer they take really good care of me. So huge shout out to them again for the figure. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a look around the box, and then we'll get it opened up and get a better look at the figure. So I have to say I love the front of the box here. Halloween 2018, and say what you want, I mean, I really love this movie. I thought they did a pretty good job of continuing from the original Halloween 1978, and the look of Michael in this one is really good too. They do have some issues with Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, but I think that the 2018 was a solid, still to this day, a solid movie. On the side we got the Halloween 2018 logo, 1/6 scale Michael Myers figure, Trick or Treat Studios. On the back, we have a photo shot of the figure. Again, 1/6 scale Michael Myers figure, 17 and up. Miramax logo. And once again, Halloween 2018 Michael Myers 1/6 scale figure. Go ahead and take a look, open up the window, and I thought that was pretty interesting compared to NECA. They actually use like magnets, so I thought this was pretty cool in the window box. We have a little write-up there with a photo from the movie, or a photo still from the movie, and then there's the figure in its glory. So yeah, can't wait to get them opened up and get a better look at it, guys. And here we go, guys. I have to say, right out of the box, this figure looks absolutely incredible. This is my first Trick or Treat Studios figure, so not too sure what to expect from it, but so far, getting it out of the box and seeing the accessories and stuff, I'm actually pretty blown away. Really dig the attention to detail on this guy. I hadn't gotten into that realm of the 1/6 scale, so to have this guy in my collection, being my first Trick or Treat Studios figure, I'm pretty excited so far. So let's go ahead and go to the head articulation. So before we do that, I have to say I really dig the attention to detail on the mask, as well as the hair strands. Yeah, I mean, that weathered look, man, it looks absolutely incredible, I have to say. I don't know if it really picks it up, but you can kind of see the eyes, but you gotta look very closely. I don't know if the camera picks it up well, but again, yeah, so far I'm pretty impressed. As for the head articulation, the head does rotate all the way around. He does have pretty good posability, so, you know, does the head tilt, classic, the shape head tilt. Looks forward, or looks down, looks up pretty well. As for the arm articulation, arm does come up not too much, 90 degrees. I don't know if it's the overalls hinder that movement. I can tell that the overalls are going to hinder the movement of the arm rotating all the way around. So I'm assuming it could possibly rotate all the way around, but like I said, the overalls kind of hinder that movement, which is not a deal breaker. I mean, honestly, the overalls, I like the feel of them. They're cloth, so yeah, I really dig that. And the attention to detail on the overalls are pretty nice too. Like I was noticing, there's a little zipper here. If you lower the zipper, he actually has a shirt underneath, which I thought was pretty cool that they actually included that. As for the elbow, has a pretty good bend on it. There is a swivel at the elbow, so there is some rotation there. It actually rotates all the way around at the elbow. The hand itself does rotate all the way around, and it does have a bend in and bend out. So there's some pretty good articulation there. I have to say the hands look pretty good too. I dig the attention to detail. You see the nails are kind of dirty and grimy and stuff like that. You see the veins on his hands and the wrinkles. I thought that was pretty nice. Pretty solid attention to detail. Like I said, I'm so far I'm pretty impressed with Trick or Treat Studios figure here. Same thing with the other arm. This one does seem, let's see, does seem to come up a little bit further. So I don't know, maybe it's just this is out of the box, fresh out of the box, so might be a little bit stiff still. But beyond that, all the other movement that I've seen so far, like the rotation swivel here at the elbow, is pretty fluid. There's a bend. Doesn't feel like there's double joints in the elbow. Wrist does rotate all the way around, and then there is movement back and forth. Or the attention to detail in the hands, I'd say really solid. I like the veins and the wrinkles and stuff. That's pretty good. There seem to be some articulation in the torso, not too much. He does turn, but again, I feel like the overalls kind of hinder some of the movement, but not too bad. Leg does come up, pretty solid. Doesn't go back too much. Seems to have double joints in the knee. There is rotation at the upper thigh, and there's some swivel there in the leg, it seems. Not necessarily. Yeah, it's at the top. There's none at the knee, and then there is some rotation in the foot. Foot does come forward a little bit, and not for nothing, but if you look, I don't know if this picks it up pretty well, but the attention to detail even into the boots down here, see a little bit of possibly blood or scuff marks or something. I don't know if you could tell the laces, and I mean really solid attention to detail, I'd have to say, on this figure. Man, I'm pretty impressed with this guy. As for the leg, does come up, does come back. Double jointed, it seems like. Again, there is rotation at the top of the thigh. And then there is rotation in the foot. And the foot does have a bit of a swivel side to side. Pretty good movement back and front. Not a lot, but enough. But for a 1/6 scale figure like this, a bigger figure like this, I have to say it's pretty sweet. As for some of the accessories he comes with, guys, the two swappable hands, he already comes with a closed-fisted hand, or a gripping hand, by default. I don't know if you can see that. He does come with one already gripping, so I'm not too sure why they decided to do another gripping hand. I guess maybe to compensate for the accessories that he holds. And but I have to say, as you can see here, the veins and the wrinkles and the dingy, dirty fingernails there, I mean, really solid attention to detail. As for the other hand that he comes with the, if you've seen the movie, you'll remember at the end they shoot off his fingers at the end. So, yeah, a little bit of gore there and blood and stuff. You see the blood splatter. Again, the fingernails are all dirty and dingy, and man, it's just like really solid attention to detail on this. I really dig this. I'm really digging this figure. Seriously, I mean, this is pretty sweet. I might pose him with this hand, but yeah, more than likely, because that's really nice. Man, it looks pretty solid. Other accessories he comes with, guys, he comes with a signature butcher knife, and really nice. I think they did a pretty good job on this. The handle looks pretty, it's got some wear to it on the grip on the handle there. I would have wished almost that it would have had some maybe some blood splatter or something on that, but still, it's pretty solid. I like it. Looks pretty clean, and I'm fine with that. I mean, he hasn't used it yet, but still, I think it's a bit of a, not really a soft plastic, but it is prickly there. So yeah, definitely nice. I'm glad that they included this. Finally, comes with the trusty hammer, and as you can see, he has used the hammer already. It does have some blood splatter there. But I have to say the attention to detail on this is nice. I like the splatter that they did there, and almost like the dried up, like it's been used. It feels pretty solid. The wood grain is a fairly nice touch to it. But yeah, overall I would have to say it's a pretty solid accessory. He does some damage with this in the movie for sure. If you have seen 2018, then you know. Yeah, it's pretty brutal in this one. That about wraps it up for this video, guys. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of the figure. Are you a fan of the Halloween 2018 movie? Have you seen Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends? So what do you think of those movies? What do you think of this movie? Out of the three, which is your favorite? Which is your least favorite? My favorite is going to definitely be 2018. I will say Halloween Kills, I dig it a lot more now that I've watched it over and over again, and I kind of fast forward through the whole like mob mentality stuff, especially during the hospital scene. In my opinion, it makes it a better movie. I mean, I for me, it's one of those movies where I kind of, when I describe it to people, it's like, this movie is basically just Michael's mad and he's like killing everything in sight. It's not a bad thing, but I just wish they would have gotten rid of the mob mentality stuff, or downplayed it a little bit more than what they did. I think it was a little too over the top with that stuff. As for Halloween Ends, I know a lot of people didn't like it. For me, it was okay. I thought it was interesting, some of the elements that they introduced in that movie. I think if they would have tweaked the story a little bit better, it could have been a better movie. If they would have introduced the Corey character earlier, maybe like in the end of 2018 or in Halloween Kills, I think it would have made for a better payoff in Halloween Ends. Plus, I didn't like the fact that you really didn't see Michael much of Halloween Ends. I thought that was kind of crummy. He's prominent in 2018 and Halloween Kills. How is he not prominent in the ending of this trilogy? If you're new to the channel, feel free to like, share, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, thanks again, guys, for coming back and for the continued support. I really, really appreciate it. Once again, huge shout out to the Last Toy Store for the figure. I'm blown away by this figure. As I mentioned before, this was my first Trick or Treat Studios figure, and yeah, I'm really impressed by this figure and by what Trick or Treat Studios has done. Kind of hard not to want to go for more of the figures, but right now I'm just I'm gonna kind of stick to the smaller scale figures. But you never know, if I find a Halloween Kills Michael Myers, hint Last Toy Store, if I can get a good deal on it, then you know, maybe I'll pick it up. But regardless, guys, take it easy. We'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.